Guys, the Ludiguna, you choosing N'Golo Kante. Over the past year, more ramping up the last few months, we've been linked with Jogi Löw. Now we've been linked with a lot of managers and a lot of German managers. We've been linked with the guy at what's that team now? The guy that's doing Leipzig, the guy that's at Hoffenheim, and obviously Jogi Löw. Now we might as well speak about this. Now what I'm not gonna do is go into pointless stats. I mean the man is 56, 58 years of age. Pardon me for getting it wrong. He's between 56 and 58, either one of the two. I'm pretty sure it's 58, but he's gotten on a bit. But what I'm gonna do is vaguely touch about it. Firstly, what if we was to come to Arsenal? It's not just us. There's a lot of people linked with him. In fact, before we talk about Arsenal, would he leave the German job? I mean, the World Cup's next year. You'd like to think if Germany won that, there's the Euros in 2020, I believe. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. He's got to ask the question if he wins the World Cup, because I'm also a man who believes you kind of got to leave on a high at times. You don't want to overstay your welcome, or you can be a hero one day and then you're getting battered, Stoke away the next, and you're seeing it with Wenger. Sometimes you've got to know when to go. One, World Cup is amazing. Two, madness, God icon status. You might as well call it a day. The Euros, I think if Germany were even to be humiliated in the Euros, considering they won 2 World Cups, I think it would be okay. But Germans have a high standard and a high footballing pedigree, so it wouldn't at the same time. And then by the time he'd be 60, 61, one of them, well, he'd be 60 years of age. It's not young, but he could still have a decent couple of years. You look at Wenger, he's still going strong, and a couple others. So yeah, Germany are clearly going to try and tie him down until the 2020s at least. It's not just us, Chelsea have been linked with him, but specifically to Arsenal, if he was to come, or just to humour myself, green tea and honey, guys, man, real talk, good. But what would I would love, like you see nowadays, whether it's Pep, whether it's Conte to a degree, whether it's Pochettino to a degree, any other manager, systems now. Jogi Löw is skilled with systems, whether it's 4-2-3-1 or it's out of play, where it's slightly more looks like a 4-4-1-1 or just one striker and everybody behind. Either way, he coaches sides that can interchange different systems depending on the circumstances in quick time. So that means he coaches intelligent footballers. He's German, so you know the man's efficient. He wants things working like a well-engined, well-drilled car. Well, he wants it fine. You know how Germans look at this thing. It's the engine and then everything else. They're very efficient, and we need that at our club. Whether it's moving players on, he ain't gonna have time for sentiment. Whether it's keep bringing players in, and on top of sentiment, of course, managers do need to be sentimental. He has a good relationship with players. You look at Boateng, Lahm, specifically Ozil, Mustafi, Muller. They all ride for him, and he rides for them. You need that as a manager, because we've seen some managers are a bit problematic, and we don't need that. So he's a good person. He rides for his players as well, but he's not afraid to criticise them. Ultimately, he inspires players. I mean, he's won the World Cup, and if not for the World Cup, he's got to the latter stages of national teams competitions a few times, and that's me putting it nicely. So clearly, he inspires players. So if we can replicate that to the Champions League, or if we ever get back in it, and Europa League, you never know. It must be said, club career is not as illustrious as his national team career, as you see. I mean, you look at Scolari, and then, well, he's won a couple titles, but you get where I'm going. He had a time at Fenerbahce. I don't believe that went to success. He had a time at another Turkish side, and I believe he left them when they were in the relegation zone. So that wasn't to a success. He is, however, won a league title in Austria. He's won the DFB Pokal in Germany, the German prestigious cup. He's done that. He's come runners up in the Cup Winners' Cup, I believe, UEFA, for those of you who don't know. So he's someone that clearly can do a thing. And Arsenal fans, we ain't really had success, and I say that lightly because we do have to remember we've had 3 FA Cups in relatively quick succession. It's not me backing up anyone. I just like balancing this thing. So yeah, it's married in. You could say that's someone that we need, to be honest with you. He's got to the Euros. He's got to the finals of the Euros and the semi-finals twice. Those of you who remember 08. So he's done his thing, man. It's for sure. Like I've got here, he doesn't care for status of your players, whether you're world class or you're another player. You've seen him call up a variety of players. If you're playing well and he believes in you, he'll do anything for you. He knows how to tailor his team to the opposition. He's cerebral in that approach. He leaves nothing to chance. Yeah, man, you'd like to think. You never know if he was to sign for. I am skeptical, of course, of him coming to Arsenal. Don't think it's going to happen. But if it was going to happen, would he move on to another club? You can never say never. But you'd like to think he'd be here for a substantial period of time, similar to Wenger. Obviously, I'm not saying 20 plus years, but you get where I'm going. Versus a Pep who's going to clearly setting up for his longest tenure of his career in City, but after a few years, maybe 5 years or something, he might kick on. He said he wants to manage another club one day. He hasn't been specific on the country or wherever. He said he wants to manage the national team. Now, obviously, he can combine City and the national team jobs, but nowadays, the requirements of the job are quite demanding for both of them individually. So it would be a tough ask asking him to do both. Obviously, it's him. He's 30, but it'd be asking a lot. But yeah, man, like I said, oh yeah, and in regards to Arsenal as well, he'd be able to motivate players. Definitely get the best out of the German players, Mustafi, Ozil, and all of them. And we've got a lot of German speakers as well. Kola, we've got Xhaka, we've got a lot of German speakers. So collectively, we might as well call him a German contingent. So they'll get his way of thinking, and he'll get theirs, and he can inspire them and things. He'll be able to protect Ozil. He'll improve us defensively, like defend first, like. Everybody out pressing together and out of possession, pressing with and without the ball. What you do without the ball makes all the difference. If you're 10 out of 10 without the ball, you win a game. You will win that match, or you won't lose when you should. If you're not, you get battered, and that's what happens. But anyways, man, guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's and N'Golo Kante, let me get out of your hair. Enjoy your day. Get in the comments. Like my videos. Hit the subscribe button. You know I'm the best. I'm out.